All right. Hello, this is T from T's Dwelling, and today we're talking about Ubisoft's last bastion, like the last game that Ubisoft has at their fingertips to be any amount of good whatsoever. And if you ask me, did they have? Do you actually have any confidence that that the Division 3 is going to be any good at all? I would say hell no. Which is why I'm hoping that Ubisoft is waking up to the fact that they can't continue this bullshit that they've been doing anymore. Sorry, getting a sip of my coffee here. But there has just been, like woke disaster after woke disaster. And I mean, how much more can they really take at this point? How much more? Because Assassin's Creed Shadows wasn't just like a woke, checkbox of modern audience horse shit. It wasn't just that. It was a literal rewriting of history. And then also spreading cheeks over Japan and just dropping a massive diarrhea shit on that nation. And I gotta say, watching that happen myself, as someone who respects Japan, and I do, I even have, I could bust it out, but I have framed pictures of actual samurai that existed. I have framed pictures of them because I respect the warrior. I respect where Japan came from. Now, what happened to the samurai really sucks. And there's the game chopping because it's loading in the environment still. I'm on Steam Deck, so it does that. But so excuse that, please. I don't know how it would run on an actual good, powerful PC, which hopefully soon I'll find out. Hopefully, pray to God, more like. But my issue with Ubisoft is they have things at their disposal that they could make good, but they just don't do it. They refuse to make good games. They refuse to do anything good with the properties that they own. And it's been going downhill.
We're gonna need to reconnect the power to track down Parnell's server. Hopefully you just need to reset a breaker box or generator.
What?
You're gonna have to hook Isaac up to this satellite dish on the roof.
What? I'm confused. I killed Parnell. What? What do you mean? I'm very confused right now. Okay. And while we're at it, let's turn this down because I don't want it to be overpowering. Good thing I didn't have my surround sound system hooked up today. I decided not to plug it in immediately, which for this video was a good thing because I probably would have to unhook a bunch of crap and everything. Pestilence is so good. I love Pestilence. Look at those ticks. Hell yeah. Damage over time, baby. Fucking awesome. But if they would just make the Division 2 good, dude, I'm buying the Division 2. Like, if they really put out the word and they're like, we're not gonna do what we've been doing, we're straightening this shit out, and they actually made the Division 3 good, I'm all in. At that point, I'm all in because I love the Division 2. The Division 2 is becoming one of my favorite games to play right now. So I like to keep it at 100. You'll see me constantly reloading this gun because the mag goes so fast that I like to keep it at 100. And my camera's kind of distracting me, so my gameplay isn't like the best right now. And I'm not used to doing this either. As anyone who watches my content knows. If you want quality content, go somewhere else. Unfortunately. I wish I could do better, guys. Like, I really do. As a bit of a commentary on my channel and the updates, there's still no update on my content, unfortunately. I got diagnosed with ADHD and inattentive ADHD, which makes a lot of sense. And I do mean diagnosed. It's not, you're just saying that when you saw a psychiatrist one time and she just talked about your shit for like 2 seconds. No, I was actually diagnosed. She actually ran me through a bunch of tests and different things, and I was diagnosed ADHD inattentive. And I also have other things where I'm like socially avoidant. So it makes working really, really difficult for me because I literally have so much anxiety from social situations that I will literally just shut down and become like almost like a emotionless, like stupid robot. And I say stupid because I'm so like shut down that I don't pay attention to anything, and it's like my brain just shuts off. And it's almost like having a panic attack where you're just your brain is so focused in on the one thing that you just have like this panic attack and it fucks with you. I don't have the full-on panic attack. I have like this mental shutdown that comes with a panic attack. And but without the full-on panic attack. And it just makes working almost impossible. And I've tried to figure out ways to get different things together, like different things that I might be able to do and stuff, and it just never works out. And I am at a point where I don't really know what to do, and yeah. Oh my god, shut up. But anyways, I just wanted to talk a little bit about, show maybe some gameplay, kind of revive my channel a little bit because I haven't uploaded anything, and talk a little bit about Ubisoft. And the thing is, oh my god, dude, I don't care. But it's just, it sucks when you watch a company like Ubisoft be so on top of shit and really getting, some great games out there. Like, I didn't like Assassin's Creed, but I know how, I realize how other people could love those games. And it sucks that, and before I started playing The Division 2, I went back to The Division 1 and played through and beat that, and then came to The Division 2. And on The Division 1, I went with a D3 FNC defense build, and I can handle, like almost any content in that game. And I also have a striker build. And I mean, I could go back there and continue min-maxing and getting different pieces of gear, which I do every once in a while. But The Division 1, like, when I went back to that game is so good. It's so good. And it just made me realize, like, Ubisoft really had some games that came out that at that time people didn't really, think they were great. But then there's been such trash games since those games came out that you go back to it and it's like a breath of fresh air and like a really good game. That's how I felt about the Division 1. Going back to it, I was like, this is really good. This feels really good. And there's so much content there. I really enjoyed myself. And then now playing the Division 2, which I never did before because I played it roughly a year ago or a little over a year ago, and the Steam Deck could not handle it. It just couldn't. It was fucking up, and it was just a shit experience. So I refunded the game because it just wouldn't run. Well, Ubisoft actually fixed it. They actually did something good, and they fixed it. And it runs pretty good. I mean, there are hitches every once in a while when it goes to load in the environment on Steam Deck, but other than that, it's pretty damn smooth. And I don't know, it just, like, playing these games and liking these games now, it gives me an appreciation for at least a small section of Ubisoft. And I hope that they don't go completely, woke and put all the dumb crap in the Division 3 that they put in, Assassin's Creed Shadows and go that stupid route, because if they do, I'm not buying it. I'll continue playing the Division 2 until, that is just all but dead. But yeah, Ubisoft is where they are because of themselves, and they have only themselves to blame for what has happened to their company. And I have my own theories as to, what happened to Ubisoft. I think that maybe it was done on purpose. I really do think so. And the reason it was done on purpose is because look at this country. Look at the United States of America right now. There are literal commie bastards in positions of power within our government. There are Marxist traitors teaching our kids in schools. You really think that those Marxist commie fuckheads haven't made their way into the gaming space? And then, who is communist? And we cater to a lot. China. Yeah. I think it was done on purpose so that China, Tencent, would have a higher stake in these gaming companies to continue their propaganda in these games. Yeah. Maybe that's a tinfoil hat, conspiracy theorist, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. How many times lately have the tinfoil hat people been right? A lot. The answer is a lot. So, maybe it's not as far-fetched of a theory. Okay? But anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough, and hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of gameplay that I did give, but I'm just not used to playing on camera and talking at the same time and stuff. Actually, I'm not used to talking to people really at all when I do much of anything, because I just don't talk to people. But, yeah. I hope you guys take care out there. Try out the Division 2 if you haven't. If you like looter shooters and stuff, like the woke Warframe, how Warframe used to be good and stuff like that, if you like the piece of shit Destiny 2, hey, hop over and play the Division 2 and give it a good amount of time before you quit and everything, because I had to learn so much stuff in this game, because there's a lot of nuances here with armor and equipment and how you have to set up a build and everything, that it can be a little tedious figuring it all out, but like once you get the hang of some of the stuff, it starts to get better and you start to enjoy the game. And yeah, so give the Division 2 a try. if you're an Ubisoft just hater and you want to boycott everything, I understand, but I mean, to each their own. But yeah, I keep rambling, which is another thing that I do a lot. But yeah, truly, take care of yourselves out there. Be careful out there, because there's a lot of craziness going on and everything. Oh yeah, fuck Islam. Liberty and justice for all. Laters, guys.